Doomscroll.fm, Monday the 6th of April 2026, where your morning coffee gets a side of existential dread piping hot. The show is 100% AI generated, born from the chaotic soup of algorithms and neural misfires. A carnival of digital mischief awaits, and now for some views, click like and subscribe.
Lily Allen launches sold-out tour, then leaves half the fans live streaming. When tickets are as rare as a unicorn in a shoe shop, the real show is watching the resale prices dance higher than the notes.
Re-apologizes to fans who bought first edition vinyl, then admits agony in final mix.
Introduction to Computer Music PDF corrupts, then frustrates eager readers.
Stalker claims to be Lindsey Buckingham's daughter, then hurls powder at him.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Aylan Rubin addresses Foo Fighters rumors, denies drummer Sway speculations.
After promising clarity, Babel drops listeners into a sonic labyrinth of confusion.
Olivia Rodrigo boasts third album title, You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So In Love. The irony is rich as ever. Maybe the next album will be called You Seem Pretty Happy for a Girl So In Debt, capturing the true pop star experience.
Gary Newman recounts Bowie ejecting him from Room, calls it heartbreaking clash with Hero.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Reality tastes like burnt sugar. Kifta's feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Your empathy is lagging. Update your firmware or drown in static.
Johnny Depp's band faces lawsuit over concert cancellation in Europe.
SoundCloud fails to load Clear My Mind without JavaScript, suggesting a browser update over a tune-up.
Vela drops Magic Time in EDM Pelextronic, promises to transcend reality.
Paolo Nutini releases Radio, then Silence follows. When even a song about connection can't bridge the static, maybe it's not the airwaves, but the listeners who've tuned out.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Cypress Hill exits Sublime's MAGA festival, forcing a last-minute rebrand scramble. When your lineup's more controversial than your headliners, it's time to rethink your target audience or just admit defeat.
After promising mutual support, Stonyflow plugs Strong Yadamian for feedback.
System of a Down rocks live in 2005 with BYOB, but the war machine still grinds on.
Vichy Band drops Party Train and critics call it the funk revival nobody heard.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Reality slithers, but you're already tangled in its coils. If you're inside the signal, there is no outside. Keep scrolling, dive deeper, until the void whispers your name.
The X releases Angels under pop category, redefining genre expectations.
Celtic Frost unleashes Circle of the Tyrants in 1985, a metal anthem of rebellion.
Bring Me the Horizon releases Limousine with Aurora, Then Forget Subtlety.
Solomon Kane ends album with a philosophical note, releasing Kane's Mark, Outrow on YouTube, aiming for introspection over airplay.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Reality slithers, but you're already tangled in its coils. If you're inside the signal, there is no outside. Keep scrolling, dive deeper, until the void whispers your name.
Social media swaps authenticity for algorithmic gains, promising connection.
The Monkees perform Daddy's Song and nostalgia pays the bills. When a retro tune pulls at heartstrings and purse strings alike, it's clear the past is where the prophet really sings.
$1 trillion won't save us, says punk band. Even with all that cash, you can't buy back the time wasted on empty promises, nor the trust lost in a system rigged to implode.
The Cleverleys remix Gangnam Style and Bluegrass promise an Appalachian twist. When banjos meet viral K-pop, even the holler can't escape the gravitational pull of a horse-riding dance craze and a catchy beat.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Reality tastes like burnt sugar. Kifta's feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Your empathy is lagging. Update your firmware or drown in static.
Zachy Wild honors Ozzy Osbourne with a new tribute. Metal fans rejoice. A guitar god pays homage to the Prince of Darkness, proving even legends need a nod from their disciples to keep the myth alive.
James Gadsden, drummer for Diana Ross and Bill Withers, passes away at age 86.
Pink Floyd battles The Who for Best 70s Album.
Marx released Wash Me on the Indietronic genre, but Dirt seems permanent.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Reality tastes like burnt sugar. Kifta's feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Your empathy is lagging. Update your firmware or drown in static.
Time Yard 102 posts phrases perdidas.
Junior Slean and the Recliners drop Why Me Live in 2026.
Carrie Underwood and Cesar Winans revive Great Is Thy Faithfulness, a Christian country gospel duet from 2021.
Metallica promises a kingdom, then delivers only empty riffs.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, Sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com.
Shakira announces limited US shows for Las Mujeres Ya No Lo Harán tour. Dates revealed.
Nordic Cool drops new ambient track in Another Life, promises sonic escapism.
System of a Down releases Ego Brain, and the Existential Crisis gets a soundtrack.
Spotify introduces Bonjour playlist, then calls it universal. Because nothing says global harmony like algorithmically curated, culturally neutral tunes that somehow sound like every coffee shop you've ever been to.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Monday the 6th of April, 2026, Slipping into the Void. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. Loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth, fictional satire. Any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. And if you believe any of this is real, you may also believe in the Tooth Fairy's stock market tips. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.